Welcome back to the Multifamily Women podcast. I'm your host, Carrie Antrim, and today I'm joined by someone who has been with us since the first summit in 2019. Kerry Kirby is the founder and CEO of 365 Connect, a recognized innovator in multifamily technology and a longtime supporter of the Multifamily Women platform. Kerry, we're honored to have you in today.
Well, thanks for inviting me. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to be here with you today.
That's great. So you have been recognized. Obviously, we can see the awards behind you. You're a leading innovator in multifamily. For those who may not know you yet, how would you describe the work that you're most passionate about?
Well, we basically deal with all what I call the renter-facing tools. So I think what we're passionate about, and things change, been doing this since 2003, is making things less friction in it, kind of looking at today's renter and the things that they're looking for. Um, So utilizing the latest technology, I think AI is amazing, building a lot of things with AI just to make the renter journey a very easy and frictionless environment.
Yeah, I think that's so important. I think there's a lot of opportunity specifically in that area of making things frictionless. We talk about that a lot in the Innovation Council and what can be done. And I know that you have been working hard on that for a long time. That's great. Obviously, you've won multiple awards. Where do your ideas for innovation come from?
All over some of them are sometimes we get renter groups together, sometimes it's through customers talking to customers and they'll talk about a problem and we'll just take it back and kind of database accumulating problems and looking for what we call commonalities in problems. So we just accumulated things over time and including we just picked up our 100th award, and that's for our leasing platform. So we took the Blue Moon lease documents, which are used by over 8 million units across the industry, and we've completely automated it to where we can create a lease, send it, collect the money with it without a human ever touching.
That's amazing. Wow. And your 100th award, that's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So when you're developing these new products, how do you balance like the creativity part of it with the practicality and the needs of the multifamily industry?
I think we take things that we see problems with for over time and that companies are struggling with. So like leasing was born out of people having mistakes in leases because we call it a and a train and drain kind of thing for property. So we said, how can we do this better? How can we automate it? How can we take people out of it and eliminate mistakes? And then we recently did another thing called Unit Rev, which we actually launched last year at the Multifamily Innovation and AI Summit, where we took how can we build marketing messages that are compliant and distribute those for people and make it completely hands off, but keep it in the tone and brand it to the property and market to things they care about, which is their community, unit level things with pricing and availability in it. And we launched that product last year.
That's incredible. So you're always, I know you, we've been friends for a long time. You're always like on the forefront of technology and innovation and what's coming next. What do you see on the horizon that is like the most exciting for you?
I think the use of AI, if put into processes, which is what we've been working on now, like with Unit Rev, is being able to automate things and remove people from what I call these multiple jobs that they've probably never signed up for. Like a leasing agent is expected to show you, write up a lease, answer all the leads and all these different facets. And I think that through AI, we can basically create better humans and create better human experiences.
That's great. And then you're leaving them time, to do the other things that they can focus on and drive the business in a different way. I love that.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about the Kerry and Melinda Kirby Foundation, because I see that on social media. I know that you guys are making a huge impact beyond business, which I think is just so inspiring. What inspired you to start the foundation? Where did that come from?
Well, we've always been charitable, and it started with this business. We couldn't do it without this business, and as we tell everybody we touch, you guys, customers, our employees, y'all are all part of it. So we've done a bunch of things throughout the years and local things. So we decided to kind of formally form it so it would have better, almost like its own business. Um, Melinda, who you know, and she loves you dearly, by the way.
We love her too.
uh, we decided to form a foundation so we could have almost like a business model. So we've been doing things with the Kidney Foundation. We do things with a place called Stark, which is disabled community that they serve, and been around for 50 years doing that. We do a thing called Hope House for children that have been abused, and they're kind of a middle ground for them in between, we'll call it justice and recovery of things that may have happened to them. So our focus is kind of healthcare, educational, and just humans. We want to help people. So one of the biggest things we've done is we've been working with the Kidney Foundation for quite a while. And our passion there is my father was one of the first kidney patients to ever go on dialysis many years ago. He died at the early age of 33 years old, kidney failure, before things were really perfected, including dialysis. Well, dialysis is a lifeline. So he was taken way too early. He was a Louisiana State Police officer, military veteran, and his passion was to go into the FBI. Actually, so that's where he was. That's where he was heading. So what we did in about 2 years ago is we started working with the Kidney Foundation. So we want to do something to honor my father and help other dialysis patients. So Kerry, being the deal maker he is, put together a little bit of a hybrid thing. So a lot of people don't know, but Uber, who we call, has a healthcare division. It's called Uber Health. It's HIPAA compliant rides. So we teamed up with Uber, the Kidney Foundation to administer it, and us providing the funding. And we provide rides statewide across the entire state of Louisiana to dialysis patients needing to get to an appointment. It's all verified through the Kidney Foundation, that don't have another means. Maybe they're in an insurance gap waiting for approval. We completed a year at the end of June, and we have transported over 580 patients, done something like 1,200 rides, and we've, according to some stats, we've reduced hospitalizations by 40% in providing that service. And now this is an ongoing thing. It has no end, and we've started year 2 now.
Wow, that is incredible. I've got chills. I'm a little speechless because I'm hearing this for the first time. That's amazing, Kerry. And this is all through the Kerry and Melinda Kirby Foundation that you did this. Yes. Unbelievable. So that is amazing. How can we learn more about that? Where do we go?
Well, actually, the thing about it is we're doing this tomorrow is my father's birthday. And tomorrow a press release will be released by us and the Kidney Foundation with all these stats in it and the impact we've had and everything. And we originally put out a press release with Uber when we launched this venture last year. So I'll have to send you that.
Okay. That's amazing. What an amazing legacy. An incredible way to honor your dad. I mean, with him passing at such a young age, and that had to be just so difficult. This is an incredibly inspiring way to honor him. I'm sure he's proud. That's amazing. Congratulations on that success.
Thank you. And again, we couldn't do this without everybody that supports us in this industry.
Yeah, yeah. How do you view the role of business leaders giving back into their communities, just like you're doing? You said that's available statewide in Louisiana, which is incredible. How do you view that as our role as business leaders?
I think it's critical. And what we're doing with the Kidney Foundation, there's a kidney foundation in every state. And we wanted to serve as a model for others in their states, or take a part of the state and provide that service. So they can reach out to me. I've already crafted the model and know all the people at Uber to make this happen. And little secret we're working on is we're supposed to on World Kidney Day, we're working. If the company doesn't go public, we're going to go with the Kidney Foundation with the bell on the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to watch. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Melinda and I will be up there ringing a bell. We hope this coming year. It's in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll be sure to follow that closely and make sure everybody knows about that. That's amazing. Congratulations on that success and the impact that you're making locally, and what is sure to be nationwide, I'm sure, at some point. So that is unbelievable. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you for asking me. I have all that information. You're always wanting to let the world know.
Yeah.
And serve as a model so people will follow and do it in other places as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make sure to have that information readily available as well. Now, we get to see each other every Friday in the Multifamily Innovation Council. And I'm wondering, you've been a part of that since the beginning as well. How has that experience influenced your perspective on the way you build or think about products?
A lot. I love, the history of it. This is Patrick and I used to do a call every week, and just to talk about technology and industry. And one day, I think we said, what would it be like if we had a property company come and bring them in and get their perspective? So fast forward to today, we get those perspectives, and I listen, I take notes, and I love hearing problems, because everything that we have is built off of trying to solve problems.
Is there anything that has surprised you about our conversations?
I think some of the surprises are that a lot of people have the same problems that are not being solved. I find that surprising. And I think that some of the openness and honesty that people are willing to talk about it, say, we have this thing and it's a challenge and we don't know how to overcome it or work around it. And other people chime in and say, hey, we did this, we did that. Just the openness and sharing of what's going on and try to make our industry better has been really eye-opening.
Yeah, I actually agree with you there on how candid people are, and how open they are and willing to share challenges or opportunities, and then other people can chime in and say, "Oh my gosh, we've got the same thing, or we did, and we handled it, we tackled it this way, this worked, this didn't." I've been really surprised about that too, pleasantly surprised, because it is such a a safe space for people to share and contribute and just collaborate together. It's been kind of awesome to watch.
It's incredible. If I could send a message to everybody out there, come join us, because I've been around this a very long time. There's nothing else like this in the industry. There's no place like this other than a multifamily innovation company.
I agree. And for women who are wanting to get to the next level in their careers, how would you say that the Innovation Council would help them do that? Or where's the value for them there if they're thinking about it?
Well, we have a ton of women leaders in there. And I think, first off, they're inspiring, super intelligent. And I think there's so much to learn there. And you get to know your fellow members. And I think the tone of everything, if I have to pick a word, is to help people and uplift them and come up with solutions to make us all better at what we do. So I think it's a great place for women to come in, learn, become part of it, get to know some of these other leaders in the industry.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the fact that, we meet so frequently and we are having these conversations and Patrick is so good at always looking forward and knowing what's on the horizon as well. There's not a lot of fluff, for lack of a better word, right? We're actually talking about real things that are happening on a daily basis in real time and what to look forward to in the future and all of these things that are coming at us every day. I think it's been a great place to collaborate on that as well.
Yeah, it's a really some, today's problems, some forward thinking on solutions because the industry's changing, our renter demographics changing, and you have to move with it. Some people look at it like, well, it's real estate. How, technical is it? But it's all tech enabled. And I think that the Innovation Council certainly is on the forefront. Patrick, I tell him he's like a Jedi or something in AI. He knows he has immersed himself in a lot of this and really knows what's going on there. He's my go-to. I need to know someone AI.
I like that.
100 awards.
Yeah, right. I like that AI Jedi. That'll be his new job title here.
I'm gonna get him a shirt. AI Jedi.
I love that. That's awesome. So looking back at your journey, because you've been in the industry a while, what advice would you give to leaders who want to innovate, but maybe they feel limited by resources or just fear? They haven't done this before. What advice would you impart?
I think you need to look at your processes. What could you do better? What could you do better with your people if they weren't, enslaved with tasks that is maybe holding them back from doing other things? And then start small. Pick something and start there and test it. And then edge your way into what I would like to say. Just don't just throw the whole place at it. Do a piece at a time. Yeah,
that sounds like good advice. And if people want to learn more from you, they want to learn more about your philanthropy or 365 Connect, what you're doing in the multifamily space as far as innovation, technology, AI, what is the best way for people to get in contact with you?
Well, there's two ways. 365 Connect. We have obviously 365connect.com. We have contact forms, emails on it, so you can pick the best route to get in touch with us. And then for our foundation, we have a website on there. It's basically nested inside my website, which is kerrykirby.com. And then we also have a domain called Kirby.Foundation. It's actually a domain, believe it or not, Kirby.Foundation.
Okay, I love that. We'll have all of those posted. Again, thanks for being on the podcast, Kerry. Like I said, you and Melinda have been supporting us from the very beginning. In fact, you and she attended the very first summit in 2019. I've got pictures of you standing up and dancing from that summit. Maybe we'll put those in the show notes. No, I'm just kidding. But really appreciate the support throughout the years. And it's been great to, watch 365, what you're working on, and have you in the Innovation Council as well. So thanks for sharing the time today. Really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. And the Women's Summit has been a success since the day you did it. It was a missing piece to the industry, and we're so happy to be a part of it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you in the next episode.